How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. And, yeah, Russian Imperial Stout time in the form of Wellington Brewery's Russian Imperial Stout. Or Imperial Russian Stout, because they have to be weird like freaking that Stone Brewery people, whatever. Anyway, I have had this before. I had this at the Atlanta Rhino Beer Fest. I was up a couple weeks ago. And, yeah, I really dug it. So I'm super excited to give it a whirl. As far as what it says on the can, Wellington Imperial Russian Stout. Rich, dark, and complex. 8% alcohol by volume on the back. Full-bodied and complex. Wellington Imperial Russian Stout is one of the boldest beers brewed in Ontario. With an inviting aroma, dark chocolate, and coffee, Imperial Russian Stout has a smooth, full-bodied flavor patterned after the highly fortified stouts that were exported from the UK to Russia in the 1800s. Embrace the darkness and try a welly on. That's pretty much it. Yeah, this is given to me actually by the Wellington rep that was at the festival, so thank you very much. I believe his name was Ian. I haven't checked so far, so his name probably isn't Ian. I've been screwing it up the whole time. Anyway, thank you very much. And yeah, here we go. Can-wise, it's awesome. I dig it. Their whole logo with the boot and everything like that, it just works for me. I don't know what it is about it. I dig it. The can design's thoughtful, to the point. Not too crazy. Screen puts it on. It's not a label. Let's dive in. Let's see what this sucker has to offer. Pounder can of a Russian Imperial Stout. You don't see that all that often. So yeah, you can see that sucker. Yeah, gigantic head on that. 3 fingers worth. Beautifully cascading bubbles from bottom to top. Predominantly same size, and as you always want with your Russian Imperials, if you do get a head on them, you want them to have a nice creaminess, and this one definitely has it in spades. Color-wise, yeah, can't see anything. It's dark as hell. So yeah, nice coffee ice cream colored head, dark as hell body. So there you go. Looks like a Russian Imperial. Let's see what this sucker smells like if I can get a nose out of her. Chocolate and coffee, but just that rich, sweet malt. It's not like bitter or overly roasted, just roasted sweetness with chocolate and coffee and spades. Yeah, that smells just like I remember. It smells absolutely fantastic. It smells exactly what you want a Russian Imperial Stout to smell like. If you've watched any of my reviews before, there's 2 schools when it comes to Russian Imperials. There's hop-forward ones and there's non-hop-forward ones. And I'm not a huge hop-forward Russian Imperial Stout guy. And this one definitely doesn't smell like that. So, right up my alley. Smells delicious. Cheers. Oh yeah. That's really nice. I mean, it's not up there with the best Russian Imperial Stouts I've had. That's a tall order. You know, your Destruce Black Albert, your Courage Imperial Russian Stout. Those beers are kind of in a class of their own. And a couple other ones. This is probably the second tier down, and it sounds like a negative, but it's not. It's just those other ones are just, to me, like amazing world-class beers. This one is absolutely delicious and holds its own. A lot of the other Russian Imperials or Imperial Russians you find in the area around here, or even nationwide. Nice rich malt to it. There is a bit more roast in the mouth than there is in the nose. A decent amount of chocolate, probably more chocolate than coffee. A little bit of coffee, nice amount of chocolate. Really nice mouthfeel to it. Not the best Russian Imperial Stout mouthfeel, but it's definitely not thin for Russian Imperial Stout. Sorry, Paul. Yeah, I dig it. Really nice body. Just absolutely fantastic beer. Rating wise, I give it a 90. Dig it. Dig it, dig it, dig it. What's the date code on this sucker? Best before... I do not... I can't read it. Anyway, 90 overall. Value and availability. It's the Canadian beer I brought back. So availability is a 1 if you live in the United States. Unless you live in the New York border and you just hop over there real quick. So I'll give it a 1 on availability scale. Value. It was free. That's awesome. Thank you very much. But I believe... I'm actually not even going to garner a guess on cost. I'm not quite sure what it costs. I'm assuming It's anywhere from $8 to $10 Canadian for a 4-pack. That would be what I guess. If that's the case and I'm right, I'd give it a 9 out of value scale. Just a really nice beer. All the beers I had from Wellington were fantastic, and you know, I can't wait to review the rest of them. So there you go. If you like what, well, you like this. You know, if you like all the Russian Imperial Stouts I just rattled off, if you don't like it to be too hop forward, there's a little bit of hop presence there, but it's not overbearing. It's just there for balance purposes. If you're into more malt forward Russian Imperial Stouts the way they should be, definitely worth giving a whirl, especially if you're in Ontario, man. There's a really nice beer culture out there, a lot of really good breweries, so definitely worth checking out. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. If you did or didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive beers in all 4 of those places, so check us out there if you want to check us out anywhere else again besides here to YouTube. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully enjoying a really nice Russian Imperial Stout right now, and hope to see you next time. Cheers.